Yo NASA, what's happening? I'm Bill Glick.
And I'm Chase Auger.
We're juniors at Park High in Livingston, Montana.
And the title of our experiment that we did was Bill and Chase's Excellent Buoyancy.
After reviewing Don Pettit's goo video, we had an idea to test how various liquids and one non-Newtonian fluid would deal with objects in them as they were dropped.
And then originally we did have 4 different liquids to observe, which was what's shown here: water, corn syrup, vegetable oil, and then what we left out was non-Newtonian fluid, which we did have in earlier tests, but couldn't really see anything or observe it, so we had to leave that out in the final drop.
We performed this experiment by taking small wooden dowels and floating them in the liquid and attached to a base, which we attached to this box, which we could use to film the drop into a large, very fluffy box.
Then we had flashlights on each side just to light up, since when we went through the drops in the slow motion, it really darkened down the video, so.
And as he said, we reviewed them in slow motion to try to ascertain what had happened.
So then when we actually did do the drops was what we observed that corn syrup and vegetable oil, due to their high viscosity, they did not really move through the liquid at all, but H2O did begin to sink during the free fall drop. It wasn't much, maybe a couple centimeters, but it's definitely noticeable.
If we had a larger drop height, then it could have theoretically been more noticeable.
And then the reason we used the wooden dowels instead of just wooden balls, which we actually did use in the earlier tests, the wooden balls they wouldn't fit in the capsules too well, and they kept on sticking to the sides, so you couldn't really use that as a good test.
Everything.
So then our ISS suggestion was that we, off of a ruler, you hang marker caps or other small objects and
uniform in size.
Yeah, uniform in size, and hang them from different materials such as dental floss, duct tape, bungee cord, or rubber band, or anything that you could hang something off of. And just test their pendulum motion and
low gravity environment, and because of the variances in the materials and differences there.
So then, like we said, with what we understood from our test, that the H2O sank was because that was the lowest viscosity liquid,
which allowed the dowel to just sink in.
Yeah, it allowed less resistance for the other 2 dowels, which were pretty high viscosity, especially the corn syrup, so that really didn't move much at all that we could see.
All right, one last time, I'm Bill.
And I'm Chase.
Go Park High.